Oh man, I just came up with like a
bad joke.
Like a title that I had thought of after watching this.
What?
It was.
Say it, bitch.
I was gonna say Jack Reacher meets Rainman.
Oh my god. No, but I think that's actually okay. Oh shit, we should have titled it Rain Man. Like Marvel Rain Man.
Marvel.
Yeah, like Team Rainman. That's Rain Men. Yo, we should have called this video Rain Men.
You know what? I'm gonna fix it right now.
Yeah. Marvel Team Rain Men saves the day.
Marvel Team Rainman.
Yo, guys, because me and Won-Jin, we had a long debate about what to title this stuff. Because, like in today's environment, I don't know what's allowed to be spoken.
Mm-hmm.
But this was clearly a promo for autistic children, or AKA people in the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Marvel Team Rainman.
Marvel Team Rainman saves the day. That's a very accurate description of this movie. I gotta say, right off the bat, this one is better than the first one. Because for me, the first one, which I barely remembered the storyline before I watched this, I remembered it after watching this movie. Mm-hmm. I think this one is trying to make it a more serious film.
I think the first one didn't really expect a
huge popularity,
like such reception, and I think the second movie is it's like an afterthought.
Oh yeah.
And I can tell that because of that, and since they had 9 years to prepare for this one, I think this one's better written than the first one.
No, but because they definitely did a lot to make us like the characters better. Because the first one, I felt like it was more of an Equalizer film. Yeah. The first one.
Mm-hmm. And then the surprise, surprise, he turns out to be your brother. Thing,
yeah.
Which I was not really ready for.
No, but here the second one is they're trying to imbue soul into these people. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm going to say the conclusion first. The movie overall is a mixed bag for me. Mm-hmm. But did I have a good time overall? Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. It was just, I love the jokes. I love the silliness of it. Because I knew when a Mexican lady gets plastic surgery and becomes hot and then becomes a fucking assassin because her combat brain is explained. I was like, all right, let's just go with the movie. This is a real movie.
Ben is literally too old for this shit.
Yo, but hey, Ben's acting I thought was better than the first one. Because I felt like he took it more seriously this time. Because of the interaction with his brother. I thought those scenes were actually done really well. Smart. Hey, the accountant's interaction with his brother was my favorite part.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. Because we get so little of that in the first movie. Because the only time they meet is at the end of the battle.
Yeah,
and around the end of the movie itself.
So this movie feels like a mix of if Godfather bangs. Like the Therapy with Robert De Niro movie. Like this is right in the middle. Where I can't decide whether the movie wants to be serious or jokey. But overall, was I entertained? Yes. Like the time flown and J.K. Simmons and that old character coming back. I remembered after watching this film.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. I actually didn't remember.
I also didn't. Yeah. So I had to watch like a recap on YouTube.
You did, you did.
Because they have like the summarized version of it.
Yeah. I didn't get it too. But here's the thing though. Did it fucking matter? No. And the movie was entertaining enough. I love that. I do wish there was more hand-to-hand combat though.
Yeah, we got a lot less of that compared to the first movie.
Yeah,
because the first one we get to see the hand-to-hand combat.
The autistic martial arts was gone,
and it was especially memorable because the expression on Christian Ben Affleck's face was completely blank while he was doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if this is implied to say, but does it not seem like the computer girl is less deep? Hey, Void. Yo, she's basically AI. Hey, Void, I'm glad you mentioned that because she reminded me of Vega from Doom. She's basically like super AI, like super intelligent.
It's like super AI combined with a Moneypenny from James Bond.
Yeah, like a human body. Like, no, she's not the same character as the first one. She's super AI.
Yeah, and now she can like command these this group of kids.
No, not group of kids. Horde of Spectrum Rainmen, like doing like God's work to protect the innocent. Like, that's when I decided, like, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy this film because this is just entertainment. And you know what? Once I gave up on a lot of like expectation, it was just fun for me, I guess.
Yeah. And I love how now that we already had like a first movie, a lot of the character building on Christian was already set up, so it was able to show me some more interesting scenes where he uses both his brains and his muscles, especially when he was interrogating that guy who was laundering money. He what was it? He looks at the numbers of the pizza box.
Yeah.
And he's doing that like calculation in his head in an instant, and then he just straight goes to using brute force to get words out of him.
No, because in that way, this movie is like, you know, I go to Pizza Hut. If I'm ordering combination pizza, I shouldn't complain about where the sausages and the vegetable comes, right? Because I feel a lot of Bourne Identity in this. I just feel like this is a pure entertainment piece. And I put it on the same level as Equalizer. Because this is like Equalizer 2 to me. Remember, Won-Jin, I have a question. Equalizer 1 or 2, which one do you prefer?
I think it's the first one because I forgot about what the second one was about.
Yeah, the second one is where Pedro Pascal gets thrown off.
Oh, that was crap.
Yeah.
That was crap. I like the first one better.
That's the one with
the girl.
Yeah, and the Russian guy. Oh, I don't. Oh, avoid. So here, but I thought it was done better than Equalizer 2 though, because you know who I want to praise. I want to praise Jon
Bernthal.
Yeah, his acting was great. You have an autistic person with an emotionally repressed person, and they're trying to communicate. That was fucking funny.
And this is something we didn't see from the first movie.
Yeah.
Because you know that phone call he was getting ready for in the hotel room. I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah,
it was about adopting a dog.
No, but you know what's funny though? I did enjoy the jokes here more though. It felt like they were trying to sprinkle Disney elements on a violent film. And I actually liked it. And I thought, hey, and I want to praise Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck, because of his association with Matt Damon, because of his, you know, reputation, whatever, doesn't get enough credit for acting, but I thought his acting here was one of his best. I like how he plays the autistic role. And his interaction with his brother was really heartwarming in a surprising way. I thought their interaction scene to the child rescue scene was done really well. But the fucking problem I had was a very obese Mexican lady getting plastic surgery and becoming a fucking killer. I was like, fuck it. I was like, yeah, this is a movie with a capital M. And I just decided to enjoy it. And
you know, I think among the executive producers, I think I also saw Matt Damon's name there.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because Ben Affleck is underrated. I think Ben Affleck, because remember he starred in The Town, in the Trial. He was the other guy. I think he just has. This is my theory. He is just so attracted to these outsider characters. He's the opposite of Matt Damon in that way. Because Matt Damon always plays the Harvard graduate, pretty clean person. Or at least the image of it. Because in Tom Ripley, he's playing a fake. But you know what I respect about Ben Affleck so much is I love it when he plays that outsider. And here, because I'm not an autistic person, I cannot say whether this is an accurate representation of autism. But at least it gave me an interest in it. And I thought Ben Affleck did wonderful.
Yeah, although I do also miss like some of the autism elements in the first movie because I think because they were building up his character, they focused more on it.
Yeah, but don't you think that was because it was 10 years ago?
Yeah, and also I clearly remember like the reason why he got so upset after doing that audit for that firm was because they erased his work before he was finished with it. That's such like an OCD thing.
It is.
It's like, you erased it before I completed it. Unacceptable.
No, but I thought like that's why I prefer this to the first movie on that element though, because it made autism more relatable. Except the action scene, of course. The action scene was unintentionally hilarious because when I saw Ben Affleck here, John
The
here,
Punisher.
Yeah, I was like,
Batman and the Punisher.
if they get shot, I'll be surprised, and even if they get shot, they're not gonna die. So that's how I felt.
But yeah, I knew this movie was gonna be different from the first one. Like the moment I saw the intro, because the intro starts with that blind date thing.
Right.
So I could tell that this was gonna have like a very different color.
I think two things: more lighthearted in a way, more soulful in a way. Because the first one was just pure entertainment. But anyway, anything to add, brother?
I think that's pretty much it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see like a third one, because I think with this setup, they can kind of continue the franchise.
So number grade, man.
I would give this movie a solid 7. I can give it a 7.
You know what, you Tom Cruise bitch? I'm gonna give it a 7 too. We're in agreement because I almost gave it a 6 until the last hour. I really enjoyed the last hour, and I love the entertainment aspect. I love it when the Mexican mom pulls out a knife that looks like you made it to like chop pork, and then get the human trafficker. Hey, Won-Jin, can I be honest? I wish they showed me some of that scene too. Like if they were gonna go that far.
Yeah.
Like just show us, because when you kidnap kids and you try to dump them in a. Okay, here's the funny part. When Julian is that her name? She's like, if it goes to the night, they're all gonna die. And when they try to bury children alive, I was like, yep, Superman. Like, no mercy for these villains. Like, that was funny to me. And I just enjoyed the Mexican mom about to kill him. Oh.
No, he wasn't mad because they erased his work. That was tangential to his actual problem, which was his difficulty switching tasks before completing them. Oh, okay. Oh, that reminds me of like a dialogue from this movie that made me kind of laugh out loud because it was so like unexpected. I think what's her name? The queen from the Rings of Power.
Yeah.
The federal agent.
Yeah, I know.
When she saw this photo of the dead guy, and he's like, "Oh, that's quite a fall. The fall must have killed him." And he says, "It was the abrupt stop that killed him, not the fall."
Yeah, and he said that was a joke. And then she looked at him like, "Yeah, no, there were like smart moments." Like that. So
I love that joke. It wasn't the fall.
Yeah. So anyway, JoeJin movie so awesome. Give the Gown 2 a 7. Here's the thing. In conclusion, it's entertaining. Does it make sense? Fucking no.
Yeah, but it'll still it'll guarantee you a good time. You're gonna be entertained.
Anyway, we're gonna take a short break and come back with Mobland starring Tom Hardy. This has been JoeJin Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you guys in a bit. Bye bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Mobland. Thank you, Void, for joining us. Void is our person, man.